Good morning, everyone. It's a nice, brisk, chilly Tuesday morning here in Utah. Got my coffee. Whew. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning, and it is chilly, probably in the 30s, mid 30s at night again. Yeah, I got my bus heater, diesel heater running. Well, I got my diesel heater running when it wants to. That thing is finicky. It's just really touchy. I don't know. It runs sometime, and a lot of times it doesn't. So anyway, right now, I think it is off, but it was running. Uh, so we're gonna kind of show you. I'm back on the payroll. I took a week off pretty much for vacation, just kind of hung around the campsite, and now we're back on the payroll. So we got things to do for about 2.5 weeks before I leave the great state of Utah and head east. So we've done our morning routine. The dog's already gone for a walk. Zen, he's over there laying down. He's already gone for a walk in the morning, and we've done our, made our coffee, had our breakfast, and we're getting ready to start the day. So we'll show you here what everybody is doing now that the campgrounds are closed. But first, we're on our walks, and the nice thing about being a closed campground or back in the woods, you get to see a lot of nature. And walking around the campgrounds, you get to see things like these. These deer. It's deer season. So they're going to start moving through here and moving because, the guns are starting to go off pretty soon. I think right now it's bow season, but the deer are moving through. So be careful driving anywhere in the country because deer are moving. And, we've seen a lot of squirrels, and I must say they have the smallest squirrels I have ever seen up here. I'm used to bigger squirrels. These are little guys. I can't tell whether they're squirrels or they're chipmunks, but they're squirrels. And these squirrels will be up in the trees. You can't see them, but up in these pine trees here, or the fir trees, and they'll be dropping pine cones everywhere. They're storing up for winter. So let's go around and show you what everybody's kind of doing while we're here in the camp. And there's Zen, the Great Pyrenees, enjoying this cool weather. I've got a company truck I can drive now, so that makes it really nice to get around and do errands without driving the bus everywhere. So I got a company truck. And the campers over here, these are some other camp hosts, and they are running like the maintenance. So they're doing the golf carts are all piled together, and maintenance on the vehicles, the tractors and things and grounds. And our other camp host, he's over here. He's working on another campground that the camp host left early. So he's closing up their campground for them, painting bathrooms and signs and post and cleaning things up. And we'll have a couple more camp hosts join us uh, pretty soon. So we'll have about 9 or 10 of us, maybe more. But doing errands. And what am I doing? I'm on sign patrol. I get to take all of these signs. There's 9 campgrounds that have signs like this. And, they don't look too bad. But if you get closer to them, they're different colors. They're chipped up. The edges are all worn down on them, and they're just needing some attention. So we're going to take these old signs. This is another campground that have been faded and beat up and neglected and mismatched paint. And my job is to bring those back to life to make them look, well, I wouldn't say new because some of the stuff I can't make new again, but make them look better. So we got 8 campgrounds that I have to do. My campground that I left is already done because that's what I did when I was there. So that is finished. So these are the other campgrounds, and I'll see how much I can get done in the 2.5 weeks because there are a lot of signs in a campground. There's a whole stack over here that I've got to go through and repaint, clean up, and some of them I can't repair. As you can see here, they're going just to be what you can do with it. So, and that's my job while we're here for the next couple of weeks in camp, is to that. But first of all, I'm going to take this chair and I'm going to find me a spot of sunlight to go sit my body in, because it's chilly. It is chilly. I need to get a bigger coat out and start wearing it, but it's getting chilly. Yeah, got my coffee. My fingers are whew, a little nippy. So we're gonna, like I said, find us a spot of sunlight and let the temperatures warm up, and we'll start on this painting back here behind. 11 or 12 o'clock when it's been up close to 60 degrees. Right now, like I said, I think it's about 40, but it's pretty chilly. So stick with us as we continue, and I'll show you what I'll be doing later on some signage. And we're back here a few hours later. It's not too much warmer. It's about 50 degrees, but the paint says between 35 and 90, so I can start painting. One gives in right down here. He's gonna get a neck bone to chew on. What do you think, buddy? Want that neck bone? He likes bones, especially with a lot of flavor in them. We got those from the neighbors over there in the white minibus. She brought me over a bowl of neck bone soup yesterday. That was really, really good. First time I had ever had neck bone soup. I got the meat. Of course, the pup, he's got the bones, so he's happy. Really nice comfort food. So we're going to get ready to start painting on this and see what we can come up with. The Forest Service has basically two colors of paint they use. They actually been using more colors now, but the typical Forest Service brown, and then this is called cream yellow. So this is what they use for the writing on all these, and I'm going to have to use these little brushes like this. If I can focus in on it. Ooh, come on. Anyway, let's see here. Nope, it's not one. Anyway, you can see it. It's a small brush. Let's use one of those, and I got to use one of these liner brushes, which is a tiny one for doing like inside of the mapping here that I've got to do inside of these, like these lines here and everything. So it's tedious, but it's gonna look nice. At least it'll all be the same color. As you can tell, the browns don't match, and there's multicolors of browns. And the Forest Service now is using gold and green on their signage for like their emblems. These those things. They'll be gold and green, and then on their trucks they'll be black and white, and then their signage will be, the new metal signs are now brown and white. So they're varying a little bit, but these are the old school. And I don't know how old these things are, probably from, 50s or 60s. I could say 50s because the way the font on some of the numbers are written, like your 9 is written. And it's just kind of, kind of interesting, cool, little history. So we're going to update the signage. We're not going to bore you with me doing everything because it'll take hours upon hours. But we're going to do it. And this bigger part here will be easy to do because I just have to paint inside of the letters and then roll it over with a brown roller. Hopefully it will be okay. But we'll see. The signboards are going to take the most time. But I just want to say, those in the video there, the pictures of the deer and the animals were taken by me right here in this campground. Yeah, like I said, they're just coming out. And so the one deer that looks like it's standing on a rock by a tree. It looks like something from a Bass Pro Shop display. No, it was actually about 2 campsites over last night. And it just stood there and did the deer freeze where they just stand and don't move. If you don't move, a lot of times you won't see them. So it stood there the whole time I was walking by, me and the dog, and it didn't move. But it was real. So we're going to get painting. Like I said, it's about 50 degrees. About today's high, about 56 degrees. A little breezy, but that's fine. We're in a really nice area to enjoy the breeze and the trees. And here's what I usually do on the first couple go rounds. I just take some paint, we'll just quickly give you an idea, then like I said, not bore you with the rest of it, and just basically, I don't worry about the overflow because I'm going to come back later and paint the brown, so it'll cover up a lot of the yellow that's oozing up out of the signage. I just like to get the edges done, and then they'll take me several passes of this yellow and to make it look good, but keep a steady hand and keep on going. Make it a little bit brighter. This wasn't too bad compared to some of them I've seen. So as you can tell, let's just kind of squish it in there and fill up the edges. These are all routed in, so which means they're cut down into the wood, so they're not like on the surface. So we have to go through and like in this letter A and touch up around the edges, and then wind up coming back and paint the brown separately, because as we paint it'll cover up some of it. But there's just an idea of what it looks like. And like I said, it takes some time. We'll make it look good though. Make it look like it's somewhat new. It won't look perfect. I'm not perfect, and I don't, don't plan to be. I'm just going to try to do my best. But yeah, it's kind of slow and tedious. And these are easy parts. These big waving letters are easy to do. But what's really going to take time is over here on these little bitty, like I showed you earlier. These are not very big, so I'll have to go down inside, and all the letters and numbers are kind of small. So I'll have to paint all these little notches here and cover up and fix some of the stuff that's damaged. So a little repair work. So anyway, that's what we're doing this morning. So we'll bring you back whenever we get something done. So it looks like, show you before and after. I've been painting for a couple hours, so let me take you over and see what I've done. I've just basically painted some of the yellow, not all of it yet, but it's time consuming, as I mentioned. So let's go over here to the table and I'll show you what I've done. Here's what I've done. I've gotten the yellow put in. It's actually brighter. Don't worry about the mess. I'm going to clean all of it up when I paint the brown on. But here is, you can see that, and then you can see the fadiness, and then down here is what I've done. I did this US just a little while ago, and then got to do the north symbol pretty soon, and then do the legend. But it's a start. It's looking better. It'll look really good when I get some brown on it, and the yellow will pop out a little better. This stuff is here. This cursive writing is the hardest to do because it's not a block system, so it's cursive. And just like writing with the pen, except I'm writing with a paintbrush, so it's a little bit different, but we'll get it done. But it's looking brighter. The camera didn't quite show you can see the difference. But we're going to head over to, at least I am going to head over to Panguitch. I got some mail that came in, a package that came in, and we've got to leave the dog here. because dogs are not allowed in company vehicles except for golf carts. And some people may wonder, how does a nomad receive mail and packages while on the road? Well, I use a mail service in Quartzsite, Arizona, that I'm there most of the year, 7 months out of the year, pretty much. And when I'm on the road, they will send me my mail and packages to a forwarding address I provide to them. So I sent them a forwarding address and some money, and they sent the packages to General Delivery Post Office in Panguitch, Utah. Not all post offices will accept general delivery, so you need to check before you have your mail or packages sent to a post office. And also, Amazon found out they will not deliver to general delivery addresses, but they will deliver to a post office street address with general delivery and USPS in the title, in the address. So that's how I'm getting my packages today. I'm getting one through the mail and one through Amazon. So that's one way of doing it. You can also use like Amazon lockers if you want to do Amazon packages if they're available. Check in the city that you're looking for. You can use a mail forwarding service. You can use UPS stores, but you need to find out first if they're available. And also, most of them will charge you a fee of like $5 per package to receive your packages. So the USPS post office does not charge a fee to pick up your packages, but it's more guaranteed that you will probably get one at a locker or a UPS store, because sometimes the post office, as I mentioned, may not accept general delivery, or if they do, you only have 30 days before they send it back. So you have to be somewhere near and receive your packages or mail within 30 days, or you will not get it. So that's what I'm doing. I am heading to Panguitch here in a few minutes and picking up my packages, and we'll see how it goes. So we'll be back in a few minutes and see what we get. Well, I'm back from my mail run. Well, it took me about 2 hours, but I'm back. Anyway, let's see what I got. I did get my Amazon package, and I got my package of forwarded mail, which is probably just a bunch of, yeah, looks like a bunch of junk, junk mail. Yeah, we'll go through that later on. And I got this. Oh yeah, look at there, whole case of poop bags. I pick up after my pet, but we gotta have them. And I got something else. I can't. Oh yeah, these things. What is it? Outdoor Perfection American Camel International. And something to do with camels. Men's hiking shoes. There we go. Look at there. Wow, right. Camel Crown hiking shoes. Interesting. They look just like some other versions, but just a different name on the side. These are replacing these. Whoo, what a difference. What a difference. Look at that. Look, these are completely worn out. They have no support. The memory foam has lost its memory, and we're going to put these on eventually. So we're going to do something with those. But in the meantime, I had our maintenance guy, when he left, and another camp host, they had both gave me shoes that they were didn't fit them or had issues with their toes. So now I've got 3 brand new pair of shoes. Well, the ones I'm wearing and the other ones are pretty brand new. So let's take care of these old ones real fast. These are the other shoes that were given to me. These are Skechers. Pretty good shoes. Hardly worn at all. So they're work shoes. I'll wear these for sure. And the other pair, I know exactly what to do with those. Yep, it's exactly what needs to be done with them. Well, we'll end the video here. So thanks for watching on our little trip. We'll show you some more painting, what we're doing tomorrow or next day on the next video. So thanks for watching. See you around the campsite, everybody.